So this one strategy you can do in like less than 30 seconds. It will absolutely change the way that you think, which is going to change the outcome of your entire life. By the way, if you hear some snoring, it's my dog, because she likes to snore. I like her to be next to me. Okay, so this is called stop, snap, and switch. And what this is it helps us really be aware of what our thoughts are. What are we thinking? Did you know that we have between like 30,000 and 70,000 thoughts every single day? And the crazy thing about these thoughts are that they're repetitive thoughts, right? Repetitive thoughts. And over 85% of the thoughts that we have in our brain are negative. And of those negative thoughts, the amount of them that actually happen are very, very rare. Like small amounts of the negative thoughts that we think about ever even come true. So this is why this is really important, because we have to understand that if we can control our thoughts, like what we're thinking about, because our thoughts produce a feeling, that feeling produces an action, that action produces a result. So let me give you an example of one of the reasons why I started doing stop, snap, and switch. I actually wrote a book on this, and in the book, like I spent a year learning how the brain works, watching research studies and really understanding like how our brains work. And the book is called Stop, Snap, and Switch, Train Your Brain to Unleash Your Limitless Life. And you can use stop, snap, and switch for so many things. So we want to train our brain. We want to be aware of what we're saying so we can get the outcome that we want. So based upon my childhood, not living it up since I was 13, having physical abuse and a lot of trauma, I've really had to be aware of these negative thoughts that I say to myself. And I oftentimes, growing up and quite frankly, even as an adult, always felt like I wasn't good enough. I had feelings of like low self-esteem, low self-worth. I just didn't feel like I was like worthy, I guess you could say. And the way I was thinking constantly reiterated that. So I wasn't getting the results or the success that I wanted. So stop, snap, and switch absolutely helped me. So here's how stop, snap, and switch works. Anytime you have a negative thought, right, you're gonna notice it. So that negative thought might be something like you think that you're overweight, or you look in the mirror and you go like, oh, I just feel ugly today. Or it might be that I don't have enough time, I don't have enough energy, I'm not good at something. It might even have to do with somebody else, like my husband's an a-hole or whatever it might be, right? Understand that when you think about something, you're getting what you're thinking about. So if you think things are bad, you're going to get bad. If you think things are good, you're going to get good. So we have to learn to control how it is that we're thinking. So stop, snap, and switch does just that. So when you have a negative thought, God dang it, I'm so tired today. That's a negative thought. When I think I'm tired, right, I'm going to snap the bracelet, because when I think tired, my body says tired. You're telling your brain you're tired. You're telling your brain you can't do more. So the idea is first is to even recognize the things that you're saying. And saying that I'm tired is not positive. So the first thing is recognizing the negative thought. You're going to snap the bracelet and then think really quickly, when I think I'm tired, how does it make me feel? It does not make you feel like you want to get up and do anything. It makes you feel like you want to stop. So you're going to switch the bracelet and you're going to turn that upside down. And you're going to say, I'm not tired. I just need to stand up and start doing some jumping jacks. I'm great. Got plenty of energy left. You're going to start training your brain to work for you and not against you. Okay? So stop, snap, feel, just real quickly switch. This is something you can do in literally 30 seconds. But I want you to start becoming aware of all the thoughts that you have, the things that you're thinking about, the things you're saying to yourself, because whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you are right. Let me give you an example of how this related to me with my eating disorder, okay? One of which I had for 37 years, which I am now healed from. I do believe that it's a disease, but I believe it's a disease that's conquerable. But here are the thoughts that I used to tell myself. I would say, Krista, you're never going to be able to do this. You've tried it so many times. You've failed so many times. You're such an idiot. Like, it's impossible. It's impossible to fix this. You're never going to be able to fix this. I mean, I had so much conviction. It was like I was signing a contract to my life. I was signing a contract to let this eating disorder take advantage of me. In fact, it controlled me more than you will ever know. It had massive control over my life, which I will do different videos on that. But if I could only tell you how much I've lost from that, it took so much from me and I allowed it to. So that feeling of never was hopeless. When you feel hopeless, when you feel impossible, when you feel like it can never happen, then you get that and you do nothing about it. So what I would say is, screw it. It's too hard. It's never going to happen. And I'd say, F this. And I'd go literally buy 12 donuts from Krispy Kreme and eat all 12. That's how bad it was. Okay. And then I would give myself the excuse to continue to fail and be bad about it. So I had to learn to change my story. So anytime I ever felt like, oh my God, you can't do this. Like, this is impossible. You've tried so many times. Oh my God, Krista, it's been 37 years. How can you do this? I would say that is not helping me. That is encouraging me to go down the rabbit hole of bulimia. So I would recognize those thoughts and I would snap. And then I would ask myself real quickly, when I say that to myself, when I say impossible, never, that makes me feel impossible, never, it makes me feel like, screw it, no more. So I'm going to switch the bracelet. I'm going to say, you can do anything. Anything is possible. You have all the resources you need. You are freaking Krista Mashore, god dang it. You've built a business to $60 million from scratch. You were a foster kid that now is not foster kid. You're fortunate. That's who you are, Krista. You can do anything. Like, you've got this. I can, I will, I must, I am. There's no other alternative. Boom. And it's helped me so much. I can't even tell you that. And something called Thrive, which I'm going to talk about in the next video, has been a life changer. The mindset aspect of it, me controlling my thoughts, me listening to what I'm saying to myself, listening to how I'm either lifting myself up or beating myself down, and being aware of that has been a game changer in my life. It's helped me become my own hero. It's helped me find the hero within me. So I want you to utilize this and share it with your spouse, share it with your friends, share it with your kids. Like, get them involved with you, get their buy-in, and I would love to know how it's helping you. You can have a bracelet or a hair tie or a rubber band, whatever it might be. Careful with the rubber band, you might you're going to realize how much you negatively talk to yourself and how much that really hurts you. So be careful with that, but start becoming more hyper aware of what you're saying to yourself. And remember, energy goes where focus flows. What you think about becomes. Thoughts become things. Literally, thoughts become things, okay? So we've got to change the thoughts, because the thoughts creates that feeling. The feeling creates an action, okay? So stop, snap, feel, switch. Recognize the negative thought. Snap the bracelet, feel it real quick, doesn't feel good. Switch the bracelet, change the thought, okay? That's what we're going to do. And I want you to let me know, like, how it's helping you, how it's affecting you. First, what's going to happen is this. You're going to be like, I'm an asshole to myself. Like, I literally beat myself up. So we need to learn first that we've got to be good to ourselves. We've got to train our brain to unleash everything we want in life. And it all starts from our thoughts. So go grab a rubber band, grab a hair tie, grab something. Be aware of what you're thinking. If you like this video, please subscribe and be sure to watch the next video, because it's going to give you more success tips that are going to really help you. And I'll see you soon. Thanks so much for watching my video. You can learn more about how to be a successful real estate professional by watching other videos that I have. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day.